Today is a spooky Halloween special and I'm going to share with you how to do day for night using Premiere Pro so you can make a video that looks like this. All that footage was shot at 10 o'clock in the morning using the Insta360 One X. Now, one tip to get the best day for night effect is to film on a clear blue sky day, because if you film when there are clouds around, then it will look like daytime. But if you film on a clear blue sky day, then when you color grade that blue sky day to a darker blue, it just looks like a nighttime sky. So now let me show you how to color grade the One X footage in Premiere Pro, and this will also work for other 360 cameras as well. So this is the timeline for the entire video, and as you can see it looks like normal daytime footage. So to color grade this day for night, select one of your footage, then go to the Creative tab and then under Look, select SL Blue day for night, and I'm going to increase the intensity to increase the nighttime effect, and I'm going to increase it all the way to 200. And the sky looks a bit too bright. There's a bit too much blue in the sky, so we need to desaturate the entire video. So to do this, go to Basic Correction, and I'm going to reduce the saturation slider until it looks more like nighttime. And these settings will vary depending on your footage, so feel free to play around. But already we can see a massive change. Now the building is lit up pretty bright, which is a bit unusual for nighttime, but the lighting can be motivated by moonlight, but probably not that bright. So the last thing I'm going to do is reduce the contrast all the way down, and now it looks more reasonable that the building is lit up by moonlight. That's it, that's how I color graded the entire video. So now let me give you a breakdown of how I did some of these shots in the video. So for the shots where I was walking towards the haunted house at the beginning, and then I was exploring the haunted house when I entered, and then I was running away from the haunted house at the end, that was all done by putting the One X on the Bushman monopod, and then I just set it on the ground, and then I just had to act around the One X. So I would walk past the One X when I walked up to the haunted house, and then when I entered the haunted house I would walk around the One X, and then when I was running away from the haunted house I just ran past it. And you can do a much better job of acting than I can. And then in post all you need to do is reframe to follow where you're walking or running. I wanted to get a range of shots of me exploring the haunted house, trying to find out where the sounds are coming from. So I put the One X on the invisible selfie stick. I put it out in front of me like this, directly in the middle. I would then started walking with it, and this would give me a front-facing third-person view. I then put it behind me like this to get a backwards third-person view. So to make the witch fly, this is the rig that I used. So I have the Insta360 invisible selfie stick. I have it connected to the Ulanzi frame cage, and the reason I'm using the Ulanzi frame cage is so I can stick a wire onto it, but I didn't want to stick a wire onto my One X because I don't want to ruin the surface of my One X. So if you're okay with putting tape on your One X, then you can ditch the cage and just stick the wire on the One X itself. The wire has to be strong enough to hold an object, and anything that's in this stitch line is going to be invisible. So make sure that your wire is thin enough to be invisible. I then put the witch on the end of the wire, so now it will look like it's floating to the camera, and then when I pull it across like this, it will look like it's chasing me. That's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next one.